It is another Five for Live segment. It's where we just take a couple of minutes and explore what's going to happen this year at Midwest DJs Live, coming up not too far away, April 24th through the 26th of this year, 2022, in beautiful downtown Milwaukee. So it's coming quick. Of course, our sponsors on the show, Max Design is our presenting sponsor. And today's Five for Live segment is brought to you by Bose. So we thank both of them for their participation. And we're just exploring again what's going to happen at the show coming up. And today, well, we've got one of our presenters that we're going to talk with, and it is DJ Jess joining us. So we're going to welcome her in and talk a little bit about what's going on with her and what's happening with her business these days and what she's going to share with us. So DJ Jess joining us here on our Five for Live segment. Hey there.
Hello, Rich. How are you?
Doing well. Great to see you today. Thanks for stopping in. And I know that all the folks that are going to be at Midwest DJs Live, most of them have probably seen you somewhere, but you've got an interesting story about how you became a DJ because like some people, you went off to college and DJing was part of the fun, but maybe not part of the plan. So tell us a little bit how you got into it and where you got to today.
You completely nailed the synopsis of how it went down. So I went to school in Edinburgh, which is towards Erie in Pennsylvania, very north. And I originally wanted to be an event planner. So similar, but not quite what, where I'm at now. But I frequently went to the local club and would dance and would suggest a ton of music. And it just so happened that that bar, Edinburgh Hotel, hired female DJs, and she was my sorority sister. So she told me, oh my gosh, Jess, you know good music. You should be a DJ. I'm like, okay, let's do it. So, $40 a night. That's what I did. And then I ended up kind of going other ways, getting my master's in teaching, thinking that's what I wanted to do, working for different corporations, and nothing ever felt right. I'm huge on making sure that your life has as much purpose and connection to what you feel you're supposed to be doing as possible. So about 6 years ago, I decided to go for it, start a DJ company. And here I am, DJ Jess. What's up?
And you were not only did you get out of school with a degree, but you also went off and did some work towards being a planner, right?
Yes, I did. I worked for small businesses. I did an internship in New York City, specifically with event planning, but I honestly got out of it because I thought it was a party girl job. And I was like, how am I supposed to have a family with this? Let me go be a teacher, and it's definitely my theory is not true because I am still in the event planning industry and it is the best family job because I make my schedule and my children get to see kind of the hard work that I put into come to some of my events.
Yeah. And you bring with you a lot of skills as a DJ too. I know that you pride yourself on being a great mixer and blender and a programmer as well as somebody that gets out there on the weekend and plays at weddings. So tell me a little bit about that part of your work.
Goodness, when I shared this with you. Yeah, I definitely want to know that I am a skilled and talented DJ. I take pride in the artistry of it. So I created my first mix. I really didn't start mixing until about 3 or 4 years ago, whenever I was scheduled to perform at a conference. And that's when I got serious about it. So I credit that pressure, of performing for other DJs that kind of slipped me into the realm of, okay, Jessica, you need to really step up your game and take this artistry to another level. So I've been continuously growing that through practice and also putting myself in front of crowds that make me nervous because that's when I'm challenged. But most recently, and I've said this a number of times, but I got a drum machine after seeing Buck Rogers at the DJ Collective a couple years back. I said, I want to remix beats on a drum machine. So I got one for Christmas. It's been sitting in the box for a year. That is my February goal to hire a finger drumming coach and actually do it because it's just been sitting there on my goals list and it's time to take action with that.
Open that box and get it going.
Yeah, it's sitting right next to me. So I'm like staring at it all the time, like, let's go, Jess.
I know you'll get into it and do a great job at it.
Thank you.
One of the other skills that you have that you're going to share with attendees of Midwest DJs is, like you said, around marketing and how to get your word out there and how to build your business. And so tell us a little bit about what you're planning to talk about from stage when it comes time for Midwest DJs Live.
excited for this. I cannot wait to come and talk to DJs about Instagram, specifically marketing and branding with Instagram. So my love journey with Instagram began during the pandemic. We were on lockdown, and I started to spend more time on the app and really take an interest in how content creators and experts in the field were putting out content. So that's when it started about 2 years ago. But specifically, what I'm going to be talking about is a topic with Instagram that's really never been talked about. Okay. So there's been a ton of seminars and presentations, and there's an immense amount of knowledge out there about Instagram. I know it. It's like it's almost beat to death. But the perspective that I'm bringing is how to set up your Instagram for success, to amplify your sales, but also to have it as a sounding board for your clients to check out, because we don't sell a tangible product that you can pick up and hold as DJs. We sell an experience, we sell an emotion. So we need to show our clients who, mind you, 80% of them in 2020 planned their weddings using Instagram. So this is legit. Like, this needs to happen. But I want to teach DJs how to set themselves up for success through intentional branding. I just see so many DJs posting and doing kind of, they want to do it the right way, but they're missing the mark by not a lot. They're almost there. But if I can come through to Midwest DJs Live and tell them how to do this branding, as well as providing the small tricks about the algorithm and followers and engagement, which that can always be talked about, I'll sprinkle a little of that on too.
Well, that's great. And you said a couple of words that I know resonate with me. One of them being experience. That's really what I think differentiates a lot of people on how they make their choice. What's the experience they're looking for, and how can you help create that? And that visual medium, as well as the words that you type in and on Instagram, I know really make a difference. And
Yes.
you're going to teach us about that. The other thing that I'm really excited about having you as part of Midwest DJs Live this year is I know that you get how conferences work, and the people that are up on stage, you certainly get a few nuggets and take that away, but it's about the relationships that you build. And I know that people will have a great experience when they meet you and get
Yeah.
to network with you, and you become a resource for each other as you go forward. So I know that's a big part of it as well.
Definitely. I'm extremely passionate about helping. It's part of my soul. I have to help. And right now, this is that pathway, is to help DJs elevate their Instagram and just increase their sales and booking with their ideal clients. So can't
Well,
wait.
we're so looking forward to it, and it happens again April 24th through the 26th. We're in downtown Milwaukee again this year at the Hyatt Regency, so we'll be there, all remodeled. All our sponsors are going to be there. There's a ton of them, great speakers like you, and I encourage everybody, if you haven't already, get your ticket. They are starting to sell quickly. We do have limited space. The ticket price will increase again, so no time like now to go right there, as it says on the screen, to MidwestDJsLive.com. Purchase your ticket and make sure you're there for DJ Jess and all the other speakers that are be there. It's Midwest DJs Live, presented by Max Design. And thanks so much for joining us today. And we look forward to seeing you again in just a few weeks in Milwaukee in April. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thanks.